Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. I don't know what's going on with my hair today. It's yeah, a bad hair day, let's just say. We'll ignore that. So Sheglam have come out with quite a few pretty interesting looking products lately. So I thought I'd just kind of chuck them all together and do a full face of Sheglam. So I've got the foundation stick, which I have actually done a sole review video of, which I'll link above if you want to watch that in more detail, but I'm going to kind of use it again today. I've got a new primer which looks really nice. I have a kind of triple powder thing. I've got the Burgundy mascara. I love the Maybelline one, so that'll be interesting. I have the new brow gel. I've got, what's this? Oh, like oh yeah, apparently this is supposed to be like a perfect bunny tongue colour of lip product. We will see. A face palette, a jelly blush, all sorts. So we'll start off by going in with primer. So I have this one here. This is the Melon Melt Niacinamide Serum Primer. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Oh, that's cute. So it looks like this. That looks really nice, doesn't it? That'd look lovely on a dressing table. So we've got this kind of like ball on the top here, and then we have a pump. This is frosted glass here, and we'll try 3 to start off with. Oh, that does smell like watermelon. I love the smell of watermelon. Let me just get my hair out of my face, actually. That's better. Right, so I'm just going to pop it kind of more towards the centre and around my cheeks and kind of T-zone area. This smells stunning, really nice. Yeah, just where I tend to get more pores, really. Okay. Oh, it feels really nice. It's like, it's not at all silicone-y. It's, I can't get over that smell. It smells gorgeous. Yeah, it's quite nice to go on to see. It feels very serum-like. Did it say it was serum? Where's the box gone? Yeah, serum primer. It does feel very, very serum-like. Very nice. There's not much I can say at this stage. So we'll move on to do eyes while that's settling in. Right, so I've just stuck some primer on and we're going to do brows first. So I have this here, which is quite new. I think it's only been out about a week. This is the Sheglam Hold 'em Up Tinted Brow Gel. The one I normally use is brilliant. Absolutely love it. And it's also from Sheglam, which is this one. This one is the, I can't remember what this is called. Oh, Striking Brow Gel in medium brown. And that is such a nice product. It looks really natural. So this one, I believe, is kind of like an upgraded version. It's like this. So I think it's supposed to be a bit like the NYX Thick It Stick It, which is another one I really like. So we've got like a little, excuse my hands, I put face tan on last night and I forgot to wash my hands. But yeah, so it's a little spoolie like this, and it's a bit like the other one where it's got like the little hair fibres. This one is in the shade Taupe. I've been loving these types of brow gel lately because yeah, they don't take a lot of effort. Yeah, already I can feel that this one's more kind of is going to stick it down better, I think, than the other one. The other one's very kind of like, it doesn't have much grip. It's very kind of natural. This one I can feel is going to have a lot more grip. It doesn't, I wouldn't say it kind of coats them as much as the other one does though. You know, this one tends to be picking up more, I would say, kind of individual hairs, which is great, don't get me wrong. But the other one is kind of like, almost like you're putting a powder through your brows. So it's, you know, whatever you prefer really. They're both kind of different finishes. That is nice though. It looks really natural. Look at the difference. Yeah, I'm really liking that, you know. It does look really natural, which I like. I don't like to, you know, blocky brows. Been there, done that. But yeah, no, I like that a lot. So for eyeshadow, I have this cute little thing here. So this is called the Smart Cookie eyeshadow stack, and it looks like something that I actually absolutely love. Actually, is the Kajar stacks, and it looks like a bit of a smaller version of that. But the colours in this look really nice. It's all mattes. So we've got like a nude sort of colour. We've got a little mirror in there, which is cute. A nude sort of colour at the top there. And then this kind of, I don't know really, like an amber brown. And then this more reddy tone brown. Is there another one? I missed one. No, there's only 3. So those 3 there. I'll give them a quick swatch for you so you can see what they're like. Oh, they feel really nice. I do love Sheglam eyeshadows. Look, it's really pigmented. So that's the first one. And then second one. Oh, that's nice. Really nice. See, this is kind of like a perfect little travel sized eyeshadow stack. Yeah, they're lovely colours actually. That would go with pretty much any skin tone and any look, I would say. Really nice neutrals. Yeah, see, I mean, it has no shimmers in it, but you can just stick a highlighter on if you want to. Right then, so I'm going to start off by going into the middle shade, which was this one here, into my crease. It's a really cute colour, you know. Let's just get rid of that crease in. Yeah, it's a really nice colour. It's kind of like almost like a bit of a tan brown, if you know what I mean. Like if you have like tan coloured leather, like shoes or bags or whatever. It's that kind of shade. Oh, that's gone on really nicely, you know. Really nicely. Oh, I've got a little dip there, but that's fine. We're going to blend it out now anyway. So I'm going to go in with the shade from the top, so the paler one, and use that just to blend out the edge of that one. Oh, that's working a dream, an absolute dream. Do you know what? This is a really nice little palette because it's so easy to use. As I say, it's so kind of, you know, travel friendly because it's dizzy. You can kind of put it in your handbag even, or, you know, if you're going like away, as in on holiday or vacation, then, you know, you can kind of take up as little room as possible. And all the colours seem to go together so nicely. Right, so then I'm going to put the darkest one, so the one from the bottom here. I'm going to put that one on the outer part of my lid here. Yeah, beautiful. It's, yeah, these are really nicely pigmented. I will say they are beautifully pigmented. Oh, that's so nice. They've blended together so beautifully. I'm really impressed with this. And then for now, I'm just going to take the top shade, which was the lightest one here, and pop that on the front area. I might go in with a shimmer when we get to that face palette. Yeah, I definitely feel like it needs some shimmer because although the colours are beautiful and they blend together lovely, they are quite kind of close in tone. So, yeah, I feel like it needs that little bit of shimmer just to kind of be a little bit the divide, if anything. So I think I'm going to do that now, actually, because I do have that mascara and I obviously want to do this before I put mascara on. Do you know what? These are all quite kind of, they're creams and I don't really want to put a cream on the front there, so I'm going to go in with, just going to go on with a different highlighter. I'm just going to grab this one because it's in front of me, to be quite honest with you, and just stick a little bit of that on the front there. God, do you know what? That actually goes perfectly. Really nice. This is House Labs highlighter in Fire Opal, by the way. Absolutely love it as a blush topper. But yeah, it goes really nice with that eye look. So next for mascara, I have this one here. So this is the all-in-one volume and length mascara in waterproof Burgundy. So one of my favourite, I love Maybelline Sky High mascaras anyway, and I usually use the brown one, but my favourite is the Burgundy, and I've actually just run out of that. So I thought I'd try this one. So this is one of the double-ended type ones. I use the original green, not the green mascara, but the green packaging years ago, and I actually quite liked it. So one end is like a curved brush like this. I actually really love these types of brushes. And then the other is a chunkier one. So this one will be for your volume, and then you've got your kind of slimmer wand for your length. So I'm going to start off with the volume side, which is like this. So if I'll try and swatch it a little bit for you. So yeah, you can see like that. So it's a Burgundy mascara. It's actually very similar in tone to the Maybelline one. So I'll do one eye at a time so we can see the difference between the two eyes. If you've not tried a Burgundy mascara before, you need to, because honestly, when I first saw them, I thought, oh, I don't know about that, because I'm not really into like coloured mascaras. And yeah, I thought everyone was going crazy. And to be honest with you, I looked at you know, reels and TikToks and that of people using the Burgundy mascara, and it looked really nice on them. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And apparently if you've got blue eyes, you know, the Burgundy mascara looks really nice with it. I say apparently, I know now, but at the time. And yeah, it really does. It makes your kind of your blue in your eyes pop quite a lot, which is another reason I like brown mascara as well, because it does that as well. Yeah, that's really good. It definitely picks up on the volume. So with and without. So take in length now. Yeah, that's really nice. Look at that. It makes my eyelashes look so long. I mean, they are longer now anyway, because I've been using a serum, but look at the difference. Beautiful. Oh, that is just great. I love that. It is really nice. Right, we need some foundation on quite clearly. Rosacea is rosaceaing, so we need to cover that up. So I'm going to take this stick. This one is, what are these called? The Skin Magnet High Coverage Foundation Stick. So as I say, I have actually done a full review on this before. This is in the shade Nude, and I do actually really like this because it's so, look how smooth it goes on. It's just like, oh, it's so creamy. Doesn't drag the skin or anything. But I thought because we're doing a full face of Sheglam, I would stick with the Sheglam foundation as well. So it's just so easy, so quick and easy. Beautiful coverage. As I said before, I don't personally think this is like full coverage. When I think of like really full coverage, I think of like the It Cosmetics or the Be Perfect, you know, but this is more like medium to full, I would say. But I do actually really like it. I think it's really nice. I just love how creamy it is. It just kind of like melts into the skin and it looks so natural, non-cakey. And it's so easy as well. It's also a really nice finish. You know, it's not drying. It's not, you know, too like oily or anything. It's kind of like the perfect finish. There we go. So all over now. Yeah, I just think it's a really nice kind of natural finish. As I say, it's not too oily. It's not matte. It's like, I can't explain it. It's just like a skin-like finish. It's really pretty. And then we'll dip into the face palette. So it's this one here. So the All About That Face Multifunctional Face Palette. I've got a similar one from Beauty Bay to this. So it looks like this. It's smaller. You know, it's like, I suppose it's quite good for travel again. But yeah, it is smaller. The Beauty Bay one's quite big. And it's really good though. And the Makeup Forever, which I think is kind of like the original one like this. So yeah, I've not tried that one though, so I can't comment on that one, but it does look pretty. There is a colour corrector shade in here. Well, there's two actually. There's an orangey peachy one. We've got a couple of foundations. There's like a greeny one there as well, which should be really good for like the under eye area, but I've already put my foundation on and I forgot they were in here. So what I'll do is I'll do like a short and include those. We do also have a couple of bronzer shades, like pale bronzers. We have, I'd say this is more like a very pale bronzer or version on like a darker concealer. This cream highlighter here, and then a couple of blushes and a couple of really nice cool tone contour shades, although they do look like they're verging on grey. So let's start off with the contour. So as I say, we have these two shades here. One slightly, well, in the pan it looks, they're not actually that different. They're actually quite nice contour shades, to be fair. They don't actually look grey on the skin. I'm going to go for the lighter one though, because I do always go for light contour shades because I'm not really very good at blending it. So yeah, it's less work. I'm going to take my contour brush and we'll go in like that. There's a hair on there. And then you can kind of see I have a natural kind of shadow there anyway, so I'm going to follow that. Oh, there's no mirror in there. So kind of just under the cheekbone. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice shade. It's not really, you know, sometimes I find that the cream ones can almost take my foundation off a bit as well, which is why I tend to prefer using powders really for contouring if I do. That one's not too bad at all. It's definitely a really nice shadow shade. You know, it's very cool toned. Right, so before I go ahead and do the other side, we'll carry on with this side so we can see the difference. I'm just going to take a little bit around the top here as well. I'm going to blend it out a little bit more than that, don't worry. I'm just going to take it around the top here as well. Then we'll go, I don't contour my nose, we'll just go on the jaw. Oh, it looks good on the jaw. It looks really good. Right, so let's just take this down a bit more, blend it out. Yeah, that's actually really nice. So that's the side with compared to the side without. Yeah, it definitely looks more sculpted on this side, and it does look more of a shadow. Sometimes I find that you get contour shades and they're bronzers, you know, they're warm, whereas this one is cool. Yeah, I really like that. We do need a bronzer though, so I'm going to go into the bronzer tones, and I think I'm actually going to go for this one, which is the darker one of them. I do like to be quite bronzed. Okay, I'm going to take an angled brush. Oh, nearly went into the contour again. Okay, take that one. And then I'm going to go over, slightly overlapping this one. Again, just kind of pressing it into the skin. Can't really see it. Try the one next to it. This, by the way, is the lighter. Oh, that's like concealer. Huh. I don't think these bronzers are going to work for me. That's, do you know what I mean? That looks like I'm putting concealer on bronzer areas. Yeah, no, they're not dark enough for me. I'm going to have to go in with my usual bronzer. Yeah, I was saying this one's the light one. In hindsight, I probably should have gone for the darker one. But there we go. Or both, to be quite honest with you, because the contour, I'm gonna have to do that again on that side now, but the contour is really nice. That's like a good shade for me, but the bronzer is way too light. Okay, so there's the bronzer now done, and I have already contoured both sides as well. I just went in with my usual NYX Buttermelt bronzer in Butter Biscuit. So then for highlight, no, we've got blush. So for blush, I actually have the Jelly blush. I've got the milk one and I love it. And I've also tried some like just dupes from Amazon. So no, TikTok shop, and they worked really well. But there are 2 blushes in here as well, so I will swatch these for you to show you, because they do. Oh, that one looks really nice actually. So there's that one there, they're really nice and creamy, and that one, so we've got more of a pink and more of a kind of an orangey toned one, which is really pretty. So these 2 just here, but I'm going to go in with this one here. So this is the Jelly-Licious Hydrating Lip and Blush Tint. I'm just going to use it as a blush. God, that's weighty. It feels really good quality packaging as well. So it's like this. So it's not as tall as the Milk one. Have I got it here? So this is the Milk one and this is the Sheglam one. So they're quite different. You know, this one's kind of short and stumpy and this one's more, well, a bit bigger really. That is still quite small though. And in the Milk one, we get 5 grams of product. In the Sheglam one, there's 10 grams, so there's twice as much product in here. So I went for this shade, which to be honest is very similar to the Milk one that I use. And I'm going to use it exactly the same way that I do the other one. I don't like to draw directly onto my face with this because it stains, and then it's really easy to like blend out. Really difficult to blend out. So I'm going to use a brush, which is exactly how I do the other one. And I'm going to use quite a dense kind of stippling brush as well. So we're going to go on to the brush and you'll see it stains it like this quite quickly. And if it's anything like the Milk one, we have to move pretty quickly with it. Oh, it's lovely. It is almost identical in colour to Burst, which is the shade that I have in the Milk one. It just blends so nicely though. There's not a lot of difference between these 2, I can tell you. This one and the Milk one are so similar. The other dupe that I tried was really similar as well, but it was a different colour. Whereas this one, maybe I should do a side by side with these as well. Whereas this one is almost identical in colour to the Burst shade. I'm putting on more than I normally would because I want to really show you. But that is just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to blend that in to my bronzer a bit more though. Yeah, see, I'm quite a blush girl. I like a lot of blush because I find that it gives me a bit of a lift. So yeah, but that's how it looks. You don't have to go on as heavy-handed as I have. I just like to. That's just me. But yeah, it's really nice. It blends so easy, like really easy. I don't think it would if you drew on your face with it though. Let me show you if I put a little bit on my arm like that. And then, yeah, look, blend it out. It's just not budging, which is why I prefer to use a brush to apply it, because you just don't get any playtime with these whatsoever. Yeah, that is beautiful, really nice. Love the shade as well, and as I say, extremely close to the Milk one. So next we're going to go on with highlighter. Now the only highlighter that I have is this one in here, so I'm going to try a little bit of it. It's a cream and I don't normally get on that well with cream highlighter, so I'm going to go with my sponge actually. So I'm going to go straight in with my sponge and pick some up, and then we'll press it on. I feel like I have to really dig into it. I'm just not really getting anything. I don't like this little palette. The contour was alright, but it's just nothing at all coming off. See, that's what it's like when I swatch it. You can't really even see it much on the swatch. I mean, it's there, but it's so subtle. Maybe the darker one's better. Maybe, you know, that one would show up more. Maybe this one's like for particularly light skin. I mean, I have light skin, but maybe that one's made for like, you know, particularly fair. So maybe it's my fault. Maybe I got the wrong shades, but yeah, I'm not really keen on that. Right, okay, so I'm going to go on with, I'm just going to take this one, which is, yeah, the meaner one. It's another one that I kind of reach for all the time, so we'll just whack that one on because it's in my drawer. So supposed to be a full face of Sheglam this, and it's kind of turning into a mixture. See, that's more like it. That's what a cream highlighter should be like. Okay, so then I'm just going to use some powder. So all I do with powder, I wait till I've done the rest of my base, and then I kind of just use it around the edges of where I've put it, because I like to kind of keep the dewiness where I've put the cream products. So we have this one here, which I thought looked quite interesting. It reminds me of the, what is it? Is it Armani, Giorgio Armani, or it's some kind of designer brand. It's the Radiance Ring 3-in-1 Correcting Setting Powder. And it's got like, oh, Givenchy, that's what it is. Yeah, it's got like 3 different colours. And I think when you kind of put them all together, they all do like different things to the skin. The package is really pretty. So it's like this, it's a bit kind of pastel-y. And then we have a puff in here, which actually feels really nice. I'm going to use that, I love a puff. And we have a kind of a pale yellow, we have a peachy shade, and then we have this blue, which I think is kind of like supposed to be a little bit colour correcting at the same time as like setting. And I believe this is quite kind of, gives a bit of a dewy finish, which I love. I'm going to tip it into the lid like that. So you see we get like the different colours in there, and I'm going to kind of use them all together. You can use them separately, although that would be a bit tricky because you can't actually take them out separately. But I suppose if you've done that, then you can kind of dip into it separately if you want to. But I think the idea is to kind of swirl them together and use them as one. So I'm going to use this puff. I do normally use like the Trigger type ones. I'm just going to go in. Oops, nearly dropped it. Whoa, and pat off any excess, which there's a lot of. And I'm going to start here. That looks really nice. Oh, I really like that. Do you know what? A lot of people rave about like the Laura Mercier powder and all of those. My favourite powder of all time is from Skin Food, which is a Korean brand. And it's literally like a £5. It's so cheap. And yeah, it's the only one that I get on with. This one's alright as well. I think the Skin Food one is extremely, it's like icing sugar, it's so fine, which is why I like it, and it doesn't dry out my skin, which a lot of them do. Although I can't really say if this one's going to dry out my skin straight away, but it certainly looks really nice. It's a really nice finish. It doesn't look dry at all. So that's how we're looking. It does look really nice. It doesn't, bit of excess powder on my nose there. Yeah, it doesn't look dry at all. It looks really nice. It doesn't look too matte either, which I don't like. It's kind of kept the dewiness there. I'm just going to go over it with my setting spray. I don't have a Sheglam one, I don't think. So yeah, I'm just going to use the Revolution one. So we've got the setting spray on now, and everything just looks beautiful, really nice. I love the base. Right, so then we are going to go on. Oh, I just need to do some on my under eyes, don't I? Right, I'm just going to quickly dip back into this palette. I'm going to go for a little bit of this, just a tiny bit on the outer, and then I'm going to blend it through with the lightest shade from the top. Fabulous. I really like that. I think that's a really nice eye look. Right, so lips next. I think that's the last thing we've got to do. I have this lip pencil here, which I think is quite new. In fact, I think both of these products are quite new. So this one is the Lip Facts lip liner in the shade Millionaire, which I think is kind of like a bit of a nudie pink. And we have a little sharpener on the top here. I really love it when they have those. So we've got this liner here, which, yeah, it's a really perfect nudie pink. That's actually a really nice liner. It's really creamy, and yeah, it's a lovely colour. Yeah, perfect kind of nudie pink colour. Then we're going to go on with this one here. This is the Pout Perfect Shine Lip Plumper in Pink Flamingo. So this is one of those like clicky ones, and it's one of these. I'm going to click, you know, like the NYX ones. And so we'll click it up a bit. So let's see if we get like a nice bunny tongue colour. So that's what this, it's not bunny tongue colour, is it? That's what the colour's like. Really beautiful nude shade. It feels super hydrating now, I will say that. It feels really moisturising, really nice. And it does go quite nicely with this eye look. I was a bit worried it wouldn't, because I thought, oh, is it going to be too pink? But it's not. It's more on the nude side than the pink side. It's quite kind of like close to my natural lip colour. But yeah, I really like this. I think it's really nice. So here's the finished look, and overall I absolutely love this look. I completely forgot to talk about the primer, but I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, it's really nice, beautiful. I love absolutely everything except for this. So to be honest with you, I'm not often negative about Sheglam products because I've got on with most things. But this for me, as I say, it might be my fault. I might have gone too light, but yeah, it just didn't show up. Just couldn't see anything. The blush shades look really nice, and I'll try those in a short, as well as the colour correcting shades. But the bronzer just looked like concealer on me. The contour was nice as well. So yeah, really, it was just that highlighter and the bronzer, but you're talking like half of the palette. So yeah, it's not the best. My personal opinion, I would say spend a little bit more. It's not that much more, but a little bit more, and go for the Beauty Bay one instead. This is amazing, absolutely brilliant. So close to the Milk one as well. That's a really good dupe, I will say that. I love the brow product as well. It looks really natural. Love the little eyeshadow palette. The lip product's really nice. Love the mascara. That is brilliant, and it's waterproof as well, so that's a bonus. The foundation I've used before and really like. This is really nice. It is really nice. It's very hydrating, and yeah, everything's layered over it nicely, so you know, it must be a good thing. But yeah, very hydrating. A lovely smell as well. So as always, I will link all the products in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes if I can find any as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!